It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll have a rematch of Super Bowl 54. It's the Niners and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The usual sea of red here in this spectacular venue has been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54 as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
Handoff now for Pacheco. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of this caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as we'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. Now Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy looking to throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, San Francisco.
Purdy. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. This is brought in at the 21. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
Mahomes to throw once more. That one caught by Rice. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Butker's kick here is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Throwing here, Purdy. Got him there right side, it's McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here's 3rd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. Purdy on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw, Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, partner?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Pacheco, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Purdy looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's James returning. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone, marking at the 21.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, We get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, Purdy.
That's caught by Jennings. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's Purdy on first and 10.
And this is caught. Jennings. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So a decent gain there, but not their fourth consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Purdy now to throw.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Purdy to throw it on first down. That is taken down. A Chiefs sack. Tershawn Wharton forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And Hardman's going to pick up a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now 2nd and 5. Mahomes to throw once more. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diablo Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Purdy. That's to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Here's Purdy.
And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
McCaffrey, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Purdy looking to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk,
A 14-yard touchdown.
and the Niners get a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Open man right side is Rice. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 27. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Now they need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches, really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular player.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Purdy now to throw.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings, 78 yards. And the Niners are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. That'll go as a pickup of 8. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
49ers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Purdy sets up to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throws he out loud and completes it to Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down. Meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play? I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they built
touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 37 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst right there as they'll take this down to the 33.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Nice and strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here's Purdy.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Purdy will look to throw again here.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Complete with 11 seconds remaining now.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere,
This is Fieldsense, powered by BoomTech. Authentic one-on-one impacts fueled by physics. But Fieldsense isn't just BoomTech.
Now you see me, now you...
It's spectacular new grabs.
Hold up, wait, stop.
And more control across the field, so you can combo killer new hezzies with wicked new jukes.
Stop.
And elusive new ball carrier mechanics.
Okay, I gotta give it all again. Let me go.
It's time to buckle your chin straps and lower your shoulders, so you can dominate in franchise mode with the top new rookies and fresh playbooks.
Look at me go.
Because nothing hits like Madden.